Welcome to another garden tour. Like always, we're starting with the porch. So we've got our impatiens have gone crazy. They were little and now they've pretty much taken over this whole 20-inch barrel. Our little clearance pentas, and they're getting shaded out, but those are my little super bells. They look like little roses. Aren't they so pretty? The other pentas, I forget what this one was. And as always, we have Elaine's dragon blood, and I will drop a link to her below because she also does awesome garden plants, and it's her plant because it's dragon and she is our dragon mother. Ew, I'm gonna make sure to not show you the porch because somebody missed the yard, but we have our pretty little super petunias, the purple ones that I love so much. And yes, they need some weeding, but this is also the first time I've been outside because it's under 90 because it's my day off. Yay! I just love the color of that foliage. It's so beautiful. And now I can't find these anymore. I bought this a few years ago, and then they had it again for double the price, and never after that. Oh, we're about to get a Cosmo. And oh, we have one dark purple one. Isn't that pretty? As always, this poor thing is not open yet, though you can see where it's going to, because it needs a few hours of sun, and if I wait for that, well, it's gonna be 90 degrees and 90% humidity. So, oh, you get out of there, rude. Our little thyme plant is starting to do well. Look at all those little buds. And we have our Eskimo cosmos. They don't quite look as planned, but they're still pretty. And the sneaky I didn't planted petunia, as well as the basil shoot that reseeded itself, is doing well. And these pretty ones, it rained last night. This thing has gone gangbusters, and look, it is now 2. It started off as, you know, like that little section on 1. Our pentas. He's still trying. Oh, he does not want to zoom in very well. There we go. And this one's really doing well. He's just going bonkers. So many beautiful red petunias. And I love how well that thing is doing after I bought it almost dead for $1. More of our pretty, sweet smelling purple ones. I swear, I read it and it comes back, but we got a little bit of verbena. Some zinnias that were not just planned, but I'll take them. There's a Cosmo that's popped up in there. Some yellow, and as always, that needs to be planted, but it's either 90 degrees or pouring rain and gonna be a soggy mess, so I haven't been able to get it in yet. Mr. Figgy is going insane. I swear he has literally doubled. He was about yay high when the boyfriend brought him home for a whopping $7. And now we have this whole other shoot that was, you know, it was one little leaf section. Now he's all the way up here. And those little $2 lilies that I got, I planted them in here just to store them somewhere so they wouldn't dry out. All 4 of them, and 2 are sprouting. I did not think they would do anything this year. We've got, of course, our lemon and our lime. The sage, this thing is getting overrun. Our hibiscus is thinking about doing something. Oh, my poor other red is having trouble. But the pink zinnia is also going gangbusters. Celiosa did not have much luck, but that zinnia is just going, yeah, it's okay. Your other plant has gone out for the year because we had a little penstemon, but it dies every year and comes back bigger. So I needed something to fill the pot, and I got those two things. So, yay. Ooh. My sedum's gonna be doing something soon. And I might even get some lemons and limes soon. We've got a couple here and a couple there. They lost most of their flowers and things, but it's also their first year. They're only about 1.5 feet tall, so that they have anything is amazing. Gonna have to sneaky get the grass cut again. And our herb garden that I did not plant these marigolds, but yeah, these are like hitting my belly button. That's even a little bit taller. The little bit that I did plant is about to get shaded out because that marigold's going crazy as far as it had a single bud when I bought it. And you can see in there, there's some new ones, but he's just a little shorty. And then I love the basil that I did not plant. And the basil I didn't plant versus that was already flowering when I bought it. It just cannot compete. Basil goes insane. So does the sage that is buried in there, but you know, I'm okay with that because it's got a few flowers, but it's not really growing or flowering much. They're slowly falling off and not getting replenished, so it's a little spike of red in there. The bee balm that stalled out for about 6 weeks, and then unfortunately for it started growing at the same time as the marigolds. And the cayenne. All of that, it has now, it started off in one little tiny section in a little pint planter, and now it has filled up its area and, well, is fighting with the marigolds. That's the cayenne leaf all the way over here. But that's also why we have no mosquitoes. Ooh, this was trying to do good until like 2 days ago. My poor viola, it does not like all the heat. Sad. But my impatient is doing amazing. The snapdragon is still thinking about it. I bought this sucker on clearance about 2 months ago, and he's still thinking about it. And then the coral bell was also a pretty little clearance plant that has gotten big. The mint is starting to get scorched despite being in the shadiest spot I've got, and I don't know what the heck that thingy is. Something on my mint. But I'm not touching that without a glove. And our purple queen, then that's more mint just growing up through it. I gotta get my gloves and pull that out. I'm not sure what that is. And our little viburnum is doing well. That's the porch. Love it. Garden 1 is putting up a good effort. Looks like I might even get a few more daylily blooms. The cosmos are a nice green fog of hit and miss. My blanket flower. Oh, there's 2 buds in there. Woohoo! It's kind of getting overrun by the marigolds and whatever that is. I'm gonna have to get the gloves and pull it because it is trying to get everywhere. But it is Marigold Central, which again, will help with all the mosquitoes around here. And oh, look, we do get a pretty daylily. It's enjoying the shade of that big boy, so it's not so hot. And yay, we have one of my favorite. It's my, well, they call it peppermint or candy cane, depending on the brand. That's my blood splatter. Not the best one of it, but yay, that's my favorite zinnia. I freaking love it. Hopefully we get some more. The bachelor buttons are still giving it a go, and the birds are doing me a favor getting all of the dried up seeds. That's why I don't deadhead it, just let it go more and let the birds scatter it for me. So we've got a few zinnias hiding again under all this sunflower, because he's a big boy. He's about as tall as I am. Oh, and there's an evil beetle on there. I'm gonna have to get my glove and get, because he will eat that. See, that's a big boy one. Usually they're kind of little. My hollyhocks and lilies are done for the year, I think. Got another zinnia, and oh, well, that one died, but we got one last little cream bud and some more sneaky marigold and stuff that I need to pull. And some pretty purple cosmos that said they were multicolored. That is the garden one with the birds telling me to finish up and go away so they can nibble. Yeah, garden 2 used to be all bachelor buttons at the start of the year. Now it's sunflower central. These are all way flipping bigger than me now. And I've seen a couple finches. We actually had a blue indigo bunting. I call them super blue, that was literally just hiding underneath the leaves. Okay, some of these are over 8 feet tall now. But a couple bachelor buttons are still hiding in there trying. Going yay for the shade. Got a little bit of Celosia. And oh, there's 2 little sneaky Johnny jump ups amongst all the clover and whatnot. And hey, it's that fake daisy weed. I don't know what that is, but it flowers and it's pretty, so it can stay. Any guesses are we gonna get? There's a yellow. What's that one? Yep, that one's gonna be more yellow sad. It's got the dark stalk. I thought it was gonna be one of my nice black ones, and this is why we don't like the beetles. They're trying to eat my sunflowers to bits. And we like them for, they bring in all the finches. And now there's garden 3 that, wow, it's gone bonkers. Got our dark and light purple. Got some, I thought it was a purple mix, but we've got some pink, bunch of blue forget-me-nots. That keeps falling down, but that's a watermelon plant that I didn't plant. Actually, there's 3 of them. Oof. And it has such pretty flowers. Let's see. Have to find a different trellis, because clearly this one does not want to stay in the ground. Try to keep it from destroying all my other plants. That watermelon is going gangbusters. And though I did look up and it said it can grow it vertically, we've got our Elysium that has absolutely taken over, and it smells so good. my supposedly purple zinnias. That doesn't look purple. That's not purple. Those aren't purple, but they're pretty. Oh, something heavy has run through there because that's gonna be purple Elysium and ew, some kind of buggy on him, but more really pretty bachelor buttons. He's thinking about doing something, and I did not plant him. He just showed up. And we've got some more lilies that haven't popped up, and all of this that looks like weeds, that is actually just the more Elysium. I thought it was weeds. I pulled up some and then I noticed some flowers, but it's struggling with dry and then pouring down for 4 days and then having to water it in the evenings. That's gonna be a pretty shade of pink. And, oh, is that? I think that's a baby lightning bug. Yay! I love the little lightning bugs. They're so pretty. So my blue and purple garden is a little mixed, but that's okay. And the one, once again, bigger than me, sunflower. Hopefully this is finally my dark ones because I love those. And, ooh, there's gonna be lots of blooms. Yay! I see like 10 on there. And the fence tour. Crap. The soft, I guess you'd call it lavender crepe myrtle that is larger than I am by a lot. Okay. My little lilac, he's already bloomed for the year, so we're just tending him so he can have nice, pretty scented flowers next year. The little clearance Dutch rose, and ooh, these blooms are struggling. They keep browning out, but they also keep coming back. Look at all those new buds. Hopefully he does a third round. Started off as a little stick and he's already rebloomed once. And he just finished off with that one. My other little Dutch rose, these both do white and pink, but one of them tends more towards one color. And he's got some more buds on him. And one not quite opened. So pretty. Rhododendron's just in his growing phase for the year. But I got some tiger lilies in this pot that had none. The pink one is he's putting on some effort. He keeps dying and coming back. Another little pretty clearance one. We'll create some shade for that big boy. Because we had shade and then the neighbors cut half the tree down into the yard. My little red stick dogwood. Still working on his second set of blooms. And yep, need to do some weed whacking, but it's been hot when I get home. I don't do yard work in 90s, but we've got our beautiful barberry foliage and what looks to be another segment of blackberry maybe. Little pink rose. Again, this looks better on camera than it does in real life with that dew just making it glisten just right. So pretty. The blackberry bush that got some new growth, and I've given up even trying to get any. The birds and squirrels just love it. And I didn't even plant this thing. It just showed up under the fence. And he keeps whacking it on down. So, kind of contained. Oof. Gotta get my gloves. Something's trying to grow into my rose, and that's rude. But my little pink tea rose with lots of buds. Gotta get the clippers. Gloves ain't gonna get that bad boy. And our beautiful little red tea rose that I can't believe how well he's doing. The winter killed him down to a single stick. Now he's actually a bit of a bush. And the original with a nice new bud on there. And lots of bunches. This thing always does so well. It was supposed to max out at 3 feet and it's as tall as I am. I will take it. It's beautiful. And our crepe's starting to have, got some nice pretty new foliage that'll match the flowers when they pop. Because this is our red one. And it's just so pretty. So, I hope y'all have enjoyed this little tour and all the bird song. And I'll see you next week. Bye.